Sanibonani balale sengibuyile lijala amalembe leli namhlanje ngena nga Thomas Mamba iVital Voices athi baba ngiyakuvuma ngiyakuthanda busa Nkosi enhlizweni yami. Angakhohlwa mlaleli ngikuthembisile ngathi mina namhla siqhubeka kancane nje we talk about the covenant. Sikhuluma ngecovenant. I remember clearly ukuthi besi specifyile sathi siyokhuluma nge-new covenant, but it gets more interesting the more I go is the more interesting it gets. The more I go is the more interesting it gets. Kodwa ngithi stay tuned mlaleli kuze konke lokhona enhlitweni yami mangudeliver wena bese uyajabula ngoba ngulethela tona tasezulwini in comparison noma in line with general life and social life. Njengabantwana baNkulunkulu we need to be fruitful la emhlabeni nakuleli taba. Bekithi ngiyobuka i-new covenant kodwa manje sengiyabona ukuthi kufuna ngiqale kahle ku-old covenant ukuze si-understand kahle i-new covenant. Kodwa namhlanje sibambe i-old covenant. Sibambe i-old covenant namhlanje. So ibamba ku Genesis chapter 6 ngesikhathi sazamqolo bazalwane sibambe uverse number 18. That is the first time iBhayibheli likhuluma khona ngecovenant, ngesivumelwano. Ngesiswati lithi kodwa ngitawukwenda sivumelwane sami nawe. Utawungena emkhunjini wena nemadvodzana akho nemkakho nabo malukatana bakho. King James ke yona ithi ku verse number 18, but with thee will I establish my covenant. That's the keyword we are looking for. With thee will I establish my covenant. uNkulunkulu okhulumayo bese liyaqhubeka lithi, and thou shall come into the ark, thou and thy sons and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee. So phinde sibheke Exodus chapter 25 verse number 10. Exodus 25 verse number 10. Let's swati lithi isihloko sesibhokisi lesivumelwane, the covenant box. Ngeswati lithi kufanele bangakhele libhokisi lesivumelwane ngemgamba budze balo bube ngemasentimitha langaba 110, bubandi bube ngemasentimitha langaba 66, kuphakama kube ngemasentimitha lang 66. uNkulunkulu uthi abamakhele the covenant box. The English King James lithi the pattern of the tabernacle. Asikho ku tabernacle ungakhohlwa mntana wasekhaya. Sikhuluma nje kancane nge-covenant. Lithi, and they shall make an ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length therefore, and a cubit and a half the breadth therefore, and a cubit and a half the height therefore. Ngoba ngiyakuthanda, ngoba ngiyakuthanda, ngoba ngiyakuthanda, ngoba ngiyakuthanda, ngoba ngiyakuthanda, ngoba ngiyakuthanda. Sibuka kancane ku chapter 26 khona la ku Exodus chapter 26 sifunde uverse number 34 Exodus 26:34 uthi 34, and thou shalt put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. Awusukani madoda. And thou shalt put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. Lesihlalo semusa utakwembona ngaso libhokisi lesivumelwane kulendzawo lengcwele. Balaleli, namhla sifunza Exodus, siqale safunza Genesis chapter 6 verse number 18. La sifunza khona that's where the first word leli khuluma about the covenant lelivela khona la athi uNkulunkulu khona wena nowangena emkhunjini mina ngokwakha noma ngiyokwenda sivumelana lesisha nawe. Ngena emkhunjini wena nemkakho nebantwana bakho nebafati bebantwa bakho ngoba ngiyenda sivumelwana lesisha namhla. Mawona inhlito yokufunza ungaqhubeka ufunze Genesis chapter 6 verse number 18, ufunze Genesis chapter 9 verse number 9, ubambe Genesis chapter 9 verse number 11, bese ufunza na verse number 13. Kahle lapha ku chapter 6 verse number 18 kula sithola khona the first word that talks about the covenant of the Lord. Chothi that is before uNkulunkulu enda sinqumo lesikhulu waletha icovenant kulenqeke yakhe Noah. Nase ufika lapha ku chapter 9 la kuphela khona zamqolo lisilive lenkosi uNkulunkulu wenda kwaba khona irainbow lemele ku the sealing of the covenant, the sealing of the covenant, because sivumelwane nesivumelwane kufuna sibe nesibopho saso noma sibe neliphawu lekubopha kusinempela it shall be so. Kukhona lapho ku verse number 11 chapter 9 verse number 11 lithi no more floods. uNkulunkulu uyathembisa ukuthi ngeke aphinze abhubhise abantu ngesikhukhula ngazamqolo. Verse number 13 ukhuluma nge-token of a covenant, the token 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 of a covenant. Okay mlaleli, uma sikhuluma nge-covenant sisuke sikhuluma ngesivumelwano lesibakhona between two individuals. But in this case sikhuluma ngesivumelwano lesikhona between umKristu naNkulunkulu noma between God and mankind. That is the agreement leba khona. The first time kuvela igama le covenant, I promised you ukuthi yokhuluma nge-new covenant, but ngithi asiqale kancane ku-old covenant kuze nase sine understanding ye-old covenant. The new covenant will bring a lot of things into light with the interaction of the past understanding of the old covenant. Ngizama kusho mlaleli ukuthi nempela uma singabuka si understand kahle i-old covenant noma sivumelwano lesidala lesisha sitosenda thina sivisise kangcono iplan yaNkulunkulu ngemuntu through the covenant. Okay, uNkulunkulu uletha i-covenant. So it's every time God did something for mankind, he would establish a covenant. Uma singabuka la njengoba ngisho la ku chapter 6 iqala kuGenesis laqala khona indzaba ye covenant. kuNkulunkulu nemuntu. Iqala verse number 18 indzaba ye covenant Genesis. Bese siyenga. Uma uqala le covenant ku verse number 18. uNkulunkulu ubona ingoti lekhulu letokwehla. Wathi kule ngoti lekhulu letako, I need to do something about it. Wase uNkulunkulu utshela the guy lambone noma lothole umusa ebusweni bakhe lekunguNoah. Wathi wena Noah thatha umndeni wakho wonke ngene emkhumbini ngoba namhla ngiyakwakha sivumelana lesisha nawe nemndeni wakho. Ngobe every time uNkulunkulu nakenda sivumelana lesisha, he establishes something for us and our loved ones. Oh my God, ngithini ke manje? Ngithi mina ku chapter 6 kulaqala khona imbi yazamqolo. uNkulunkulu ubona ingoti lekhulu lekhona wase uthatha nangu Noah nemndeni wakhe wabafaka emkunjini wenda sivumelwano. Ku chapter 9 khona la Genesis uNkulunkulu sewuqedzile ngazamqolo. Wabese uyabona uNkulunkulu ukuthi it's not good ukuthi abhubhise bantfu ngemandi. Wase wena sivumelwane lesinye futhi kuye Noah. Ku verse number 9 athi ngesilungelo lokutshela ukuthi kwabonakala i-rainbow. uNkulunkulu wenda imibala lemihle leminingi kakhulu lapha eTulu, others will call it royal beef. The different colors, a rainbow of a spectrum, kwasho ama scientists. And then wathi uNkulunkulu ngale rainbow le ngithi mina kuwe, this is actually a covenant between wena nami lethi ngeke ngiphindze ngibhubhise bantfu ngemandi. I will never destroy people with flood. uNkulunkulu lothi ngeke aphindze. Okay, lokho kusinika umqondo ukuthi kahle uNkulunkulu uyasithanda. So kokuqala uphephisa Noah nemndeni wakhe tukwenhlekelele letovela lenkulu, a huge destruction. Wabese uestablisha a covenant ye protection. That's the first covenant. The first covenant is covenant of protection. Yavela nganoah, he was protected from the destruction. The very same covenant, because we have different categories of the covenants. The covenant of protection. The covenant of protection is when the siyibona futhi ku Loti. Uma Loti uNkulunkulu atobhubhisa iGomora neSodom. Uthe Loti thatha umndeni wakho uhambe. That was the covenant of protection that God established with Lot. Before a destroyer everything, he saved Lolo thole umusa phambi kwakhe. That is the second, that is the first covenant, the covenant of protection. Sesiyabuya ke ku chapter 9 verse number 9 khona la Genesis sithola uNkulunkulu uveta i-rainbow nakuphela konke lo nakuphela lenhlekelele after the destruction uveta i-rainbow uNkulunkulu lesho ukuthi ngeke aphinze adestroye bandvu humankind ngemandi. And that is the second type of a covenant. It is the covenant, oh my God, the covenant of promise. Ngobe kweqala kune covenant of protection, that's the first P. Yesibili kune covenant of promise. Shothi lesinqumo sesibili noma the second covenant lesivumelwano sesibili sithembisa indlela engcono kuna le destruction lebe ukuyo. So God established a covenant so that he can start something that is far more promising. That's why nakaqala uqale ngeprotection, he protected them from the danger. Makaqeda wa establish a covenant of promise yokuthi noma sekuso after everything have been destroyed, but there is still protection. Njengoba I've protected you, nyalo so safe, and I promise you a better life than this. That's why encwadini yaJeremiya this lengosi, I know the plans I have for you, plans not to harm you but to prosper you and give you a better life. Because uNkulunkulu une covenant of promise. My God, we're back in the old covenant, asikangeni ku new covenant, siku old covenant mlaleli. A quick follow-up, the first covenant, that's the first P. It is actually the covenant of protection. The second P, it is the covenant of promise. Oh my God. Firstly, he protects us from the dangers. Bese kwesibili, he promised us a better life, a life that is far from all the dangers lesiba kuwo njengebantwana baNkulunkulu. Uthi uNkulunkulu asihlale kuye. Ingakho athi Exodus 14:14, be still and know that I am the Lord and I will fight for you. That is actually the covenant of promise. uNkulunkulu layendako kithi bantwana bakhe. The rainbow after Uzamqolo was actually a token of a covenant. Ngizama kuthini ngaloko, every covenant ihambisana ne token yakhona. The covenant is not established unless the token is there to seal the covenant. Let me repeat this. A covenant is not valid until there is a token to seal the covenant. This one will get more interesting masangena ku second episode ye covenant, because I'll be dealing with the new covenant. Izobe chaza ukuthi ngiyiphi I covenant eyabuya yini eyasila the covenant. Okay, siyabuya. Uthi uNkulunkulu after destroying and then stopping the rain, he gave the rainbow. Wabese wathi this rainbow is actually a token of what? Of the covenant. So the covenant ne covenant isivumelana siba ne token, siba nento eba uphawu leba neliphawu lekuthi nempela uNkulunkulu ngeke aphindze ayendele noma nempela uNkulunkulu uqinisile ngalakusoko because of the token. A covenant goes with a token. A covenant goes with a token. It goes with a token. It goes with a token. Go Exodus chapter number 25 verse number 10. uNkulunkulu ubatshela ukuthi abakhe kahle kahle a token. They should build a token of of the covenant. Kwendeka sivumelwano, and then after lesivumelwano wathi uNkulunkulu, no, akwakhiwe the token of the covenant. Ake ngikufundzele ngabomi for clarity's sake. Verse number 10, chapter 25, verse number 10. This leave lenkosi using a King James version. And they shall make an ark of certain wood, 2 cubits and everything. Nkulunkulu banika ama instructions ukuthi okay, kune covenant Nkulunkulu layilethile. Ngiphi le covenant? Le covenant leyo is actually the 10 commandments. La enda sivumelwano lesisha khona Nkulunkulu ku 10 commandments. And then from the 10 commandments wathi uNkulunkulu akwendiwe a token of what? Of the covenant. But le token ayisendiwa uNkulunkulu yenziwa abantu. But it is still between people and God, because kufuna ibe a symbol lebonwa uNkulunkulu nebantu. That's why people had to do it manje kuze kubonakale the interaction between God himself and the people. Angathi ukuthi ngitsini manje, angathi or angiva yini. And then masilandzela the token lendiwa abantu was actually there to ensure ukuthi the covenant lebe kuyi 10 commandments, it's sealed, it's known to everyone. And then because there's a token, so it's unbreakable. Oh my God. The covenant is unbreakable if there is a seal or a token along with it. But let's go about a covenant or a token. Let me specify about a covenant. In a synonym in the biblical perspective, it's a testimony. A covenant has a synonym that says testimony. Its synonym is testimony. In verse ifunza la ukuthi wathi uNkulunkulu ku chapter 26 Exodus verse number 24 esihlalweni semusa abakhe lesihlalo semusa ababeke lelibhokisi lebufakazi noma lesivumelwano esihlalweni semusa. Shothi I covenant was a representative noma on the part of the covenant, like khuluma khona about promise, the promise covenant. Beyithembisa umusa uNkulunkulu lata uveta in the new covenant ngekuthi bakhe ilo isil ye covenant, le seal ye covenant ibe sesihlalweni noma ibe sihlalo semusa. The covenant was underneath lesihlalo semusa, the mercy seat. Akaza lenva yokuthi umusa waNkulunkulu will be revealed with the new covenant or the upcoming covenant. But the covenant must be written. I covenant futhi ifana ne will, a will umuntu la ibhala uma afa, and then uyibhala phasi like ayisebenze khuluma ngemlomo athi sipentshe kanjalo umlaleli, but it gets to a point where iyabhalwa phasi le will bese iyasignwa ibe nabofakazi kuze khona kusebenza kahle. Kanjalo ke ne covenant yaNkulunkulu must be written down. That's why the part of being written down ungayithola lapha ku Exodus chapter 34 verse number 27 where it is written down. Noma ngafunda uthatha lapho kulo 34 verse number 28 itokutshela ngale 10 commandments ukuthi yabhalwa phansi because the covenant has to be written down. And then nasingaya ku Ezekiel 34 verse number 24 ngilena inhlobo ye covenant leyo. Ezekiel 34 verse number 24, it is actually the covenant of peace, the covenant of peace. Kumbule ngikhulume about 3 P's. The first P it is the covenant of protection. Okwesibili, the covenant of promise. Thirdly, the covenant of peace. That is the third P, the covenant of peace. The covenant of peace itholakala ku Ezekiel chapter 34 verse number 24, the covenant of peace, the covenant of peace, the covenant of peace. So the old covenant, mlaleli, was there to ensure that as people we understand the presence of God through the word of agreement. That's why God insisted that they kept the ark, the box of the ark, ibhokisi lesivumelwano. Leli bhokisi lesivumelwano lelo represented two things. Firstly, the covenant kweqala, sivumelwano sebantfu naNkulunkulu. Secondly, the presence of God. Shothi in the covenant leba khona yaNkulunkulu, kule covenant yaNkulunkulu lenzala, it was represented by physical features. That's where I will clarify on the upcoming episode, covenant. Let us tell about the interaction or the change, the transmission between the old and the new covenant. So the covenant lenzala beyinetimbawu letithi nasinayo nkulunkulu onathi wherever we are, and ema consequences abakuthi uma kuthathwa leli bhokisi lesivumelwano, which was their only hope. Should a covenant must give you hope, which was their only hope of the presence of God. They were defeated and they struggled, they suffered because bukhona bankulunkulu bese bungekho empilweni yabo. So what I'm saying is, mlaleli ulalele lapho lokhona khona, remember ukuthi nempela nkulunkulu u-establisha a covenant with you, ngoba angafuni ukuthi uhlupheke wena, angafuni ube defeated with anything that you face. We have three types of the covenants: the covenant of protection, the covenant of promise, and the covenant of peace. That's the third covenant. So the three P's actually take you, they fortify and fulfill the human as a being as a whole. God will protect me. God has promised me the protection. So a covenant itele ukuthi itosivikela kuqala, ivikela thine esibantwana baNkulunkulu. That's the first. Secondly, isethembisa a better tomorrow. A covenant. Kwesithathu, a covenant isinika kuthula. That's why if you read about peace, it's a very broad thing. Isaiah 9 verse number 6 dokutshela ngokuthi he is a prince of peace, likhuluma ngaJesu. So awukwati ukuthi ube within the covenant of the Lord bese awubinayo i-protection from the Lord. Awukwati ukuthi ube ngaphansi kwe-covenant yaNkulunkulu bese awubinayo i-promise of a better life or a better future from the Lord. Thirdly, awukwati ukuthi ube ku-covenant yaNkulunkulu ube ungasinako kuthula. And I insist, peace is a must. Peace is a must. Signing out on this one, Malembe Bonkosi Lo. I'm signing out mlaleli. Kodwa ngiya understand ukuthi this one is very broad and long. Kodwa nkulunkulu akubusise as you prepare. It is within my wishes ukuthi siqhubeke sikhulume about the covenant. Even on the old covenant, I have a lot to say. Kodwa ke siyothini bakithi siyothini konke sikubeka enkosini ngoba ngiyole nemandla ekuphumelelisa onke amacebo ethu egameni lika Jesu. I'm signing out. Ngimalembe Bonkosi Lo. uNkulunkulu anibusise. I love you all.